Welcome back to week 2 of our series, Unlock the Power of Your Mind. Today's episode is titled Breaking Mental Chains, or How to Overcome Limiting Beliefs. And it's a special one because October is a season of reflection, but also because the world comes together to celebrate World Mental Health Day 2025. When life throws a crisis at you, whether it's a global emergency, a personal loss, or overwhelming season of your time, don't feel chained by limiting beliefs. Don't think you can't do it. Don't think you can't go through it. Because the truth is, we can break these chains. Now let's get on with it. Begin by exploring what I call mental chains. Those deep-rooted limiting beliefs that whisper, I am powerless or beyond help in times of crisis. Understanding how these patterns form is the first step toward freedom. Limiting beliefs often come from childhood or painful experiences. Maybe a parent, teacher, or boss said something that left a mark. Over time, these words became your story. Limiting beliefs are like invisible chains. In normal times, they hold us back, but in moments of catastrophe or crisis, they can feel even heavier. For example, in a natural disaster, someone might think, there is no way I can rebuild. Or during a health scare, I'll never recover. These beliefs lock us into fear and stop us from seeking the help and hope that's available. That's why the World Mental Health Day 2025 theme, which is access to services, mental health in catastrophes and emergencies, is so important. When services are accessible and when our minds are free, healing becomes possible. But here's the truth. Beliefs are not permanent. Just thoughts you've repeated, and thoughts can be changed. Jesus said in John chapter 8, verse 32, You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. And even outside of scripture, psychology tells us a belief is not a fact. When you challenge it with new evidence, it loses its power. Here's a story that's interesting. There was once a baby elephant tied to a rope. Because it was small, the rope was strong enough to hold it. Eventually, it gave up trying. Years later, even though it's strong enough to break, or even though it was strong enough to break in the story, it stayed tied. Not because it couldn't escape, but because it believed it couldn't, despite the fact that it was a grown-up, huge, heavy elephant. That's how limiting beliefs work in our lives. Now that we understand how limiting beliefs can create mental chains during a crisis, let's look at 3 gentle yet powerful ways to break free from them, using tools I often teach in my sessions: NLP, hypnotherapy, and mindset coaching. First, with NLP, we learn to spot and reframe the belief behind our emotions. This helps us identify the exact thought pattern keeping us stuck and shift its meaning. For example, a thought like, I'll never get through this, can be reframed into, I've overcome challenges before and I can again. Each reframe changes how the mind stores that belief and gently loosens the mental chains that once felt unbreakable. Next comes hypnotherapy, which helps us unlock inner calm. Through guided relaxation and gentle imagery, we quiet the noise of the mind and reconnect with a sense of safety and peace. You might imagine a soft light moving through your body, melting away tension, or listen to a calm voice that reminds your nervous system you're safe now. It's a way of allowing the body to rest so the mind can begin to heal. Finally, mindset coaching. takes what we've begun to reframe and helps us strengthen it through consistent daily practice. While NLP changes the roots of a belief, mindset coaching builds the new, healthy ones. Using daily declarations, journaling, and faith-based reflection. Words like, I'm not defined by my past, I'm renewed each day with purpose and strength. Or with God's help, I choose peace over panic and faith over fear. Begin to reshape how we see ourselves. Speaking truth consistently turns new beliefs into lived realities. Together, these three tools, NLP, hypnotherapy, and mindset coaching, create a full circle of renewal, uncovering, releasing, and rebuilding from the inside out. As we close, let's connect this message to World Mental Health Day 2025. This year's theme reminds us that breaking chains isn't just personal, it's collective. It's part of a global call to make healing, hope, and transformation accessible to everyone. Let's remember, millions of people facing catastrophes don't just need food and shelter. They need mental health support. By raising awareness, sharing resources, and praying for those in crisis, we step into the heart of this year's World Mental Health Day theme: access to services for all, especially in emergencies. So, here's my encouragement for you this week. Choose one limiting belief that has held you back, especially in times of crisis, and break it. Replace it with a new empowering truth. And I'd love to hear from you. What's one mental health chain you're ready to break before 2025 closes? Comment below. I'd love to celebrate that breakthrough with you. But before you go, don't forget your free companion worksheet. It's a simple way to reflect, renew your mind, and apply what you've learned. You'll find the link in the description, or just type resource in the comments and I'll send it to you. If this video blessed you, please like, share, and subscribe. Help spread hope as part of World Mental Health Day 2025. Remember, you are not bound. You are free indeed. Next week, we'll explore 3 daily practices that can renew your mind. Don't miss it.